The discussion navigates the complex landscape of dietary ethics, focusing on our historical identity as omnivores and the modern ethical dilemmas surrounding meat consumption. Nina Teicholz delves into how humans evolved eating meat and the challenges faced when trying to sustain omnivores purely on plant-based diets.
Yeah. And I think that there's also, a deep discomfort with the fact that, for many people, any sentient person, we evolved eating meat, right? We're not herbivores.
Teicholz highlights early experiments that tried to sustain omnivorous animals on plant diets, ultimately leading to shorter lifespans. She reflects on the ethical concerns of meat consumption arising from urban detachment.
In the early experiments that they did on omnivore animals, they tried to see if they could get an omnivore animal to survive purely on plants, grains, seeds. Even when they could keep them alive, they lived shorter lives.
The idea of lab-grown meat emerges as a possible solution to these ethical concerns. However, the host questions the practicality and ecological ramifications. They're trying to get off the ground with this stuff and it's very expensive, but they foresee it'll be economically feasible soon.
Is that what we're going to do? We're going to have wild cows everywhere. Large animals are part of an ecosystem. They return manure to the earth, and that's part of the cycle of life.
The host delves into the ideological pressures that shape dietary decisions, pointing out how rigid thinking can sometimes overshadow personal ethics.
What do I have to do for this meat vehicle? How do I avoid feeling terrible about eating factory-farmed food? That drives many to veganism. Their motivations are noble and just, but you get roped into an ideology.
This dialogue underscores the necessity of balancing innovation with ecological roles, advocating for a continuous reevaluation of dietary narratives. It's about nurturing truth while mindful of tradition and the environment.